welcome to Lety Does Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Agents of Hydra season finale! In the last episode, everyone that decided to leave the framework is now trying to get back into their normal life. But, you know, Mac is still in the framework and Yoyo is still very upset about that. And then, of course, there is Aida, who not is a human, but she is an inhuman. She doesn't have one power either, she has multiple. So, we're going to be seeing that a little bit later on. But yeah, using her multiple powers, she pretty much kidnaps Fitz and convinces him that they are meant to be soulmates. But Fitz is still in love with Simmons. So, Aida essentially goes on this heartbreak, rage, spree thing that she is totally driven to destroy everything that Fitz knows and loves, and because she has now decided that she wants all the S.H.I.E.L.D. agents to suffer. And of course, you know, there's the Russian who has made himself pretty comfortable with all his robotness and decided to make multiple copies of himself, so he is going to be a threat to S.H.I.E.L.D. as well. And Talbot is not happy that everyone is back, but rather kind of upset and confused because, you know, the last time he saw any of them, they were killer robots that tried murdering him and his people. So, the threats are very big, and now Daisy, Simmons, and pretty much the rest of the mini S.H.I.E.L.D. group is on the run again because nobody knows who had destroyed the S.H.I.E.L.D. base or who had killed Director Mace. So, with everyone on the run, Aida vent on vengeance and the Russian to help her. It is going to be a very emotion-packed episode for me, I think. And of course, you know, Mac is still in the framework. And at the end, we discover that Yoyo also went into the framework to go save him as well. But things didn't go as expected for her because it seems like she is actually inside of the Triskelion, the Hydra Triskelion, being experimented on when there is an uprising. So, who's gonna survive? Who's gonna die? Who's gonna cry? Probably me. Probably him. Probably her. So, we are all super excited for this episode. And, man, I want to see how this ends. Because we also got an end credits scene that shows that Ghost Rider is back. So, I just want to see how Robbie Reyes is going to react to Aida now being pretty much all-powerful and giving herself a body with the power of the Darkhold, which is pretty much, in his mind, what had destroyed his uncle from being the good man that he remembered to being the murderous god that controls black goop. So, yeah. Anyway, I have a lot to look forward to in this episode. Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 4, Episode 22, World's End. Let's get started.
World wherein humans are haunted.
Were you able to save Mac?
He didn't want to come back.
I'll go get him out myself.
That worked out very well for her. Oh, and of course, we got the whole dimension maker. Yep. Robbie Reyes right away? Okay. He's like, I hope nobody touched my car. Wait a minute, what did Gabe do in the time that he was in hell? Gabe can't. Gabe has school.
Lincoln Campbell, VJ Nadir, Gordon from the Afterlife.
Fitz, I'm not making
Oh.
It was me.
He feels so bad. I feel so bad for him. Wow. Way to give him an ultimatum.
That's
Are you guys seeing this? What's happening to the framework?
What is happening to the framework? Oh shit, that scared me. Is it Ward? Is it Ward? Radcliffe! To the rescue again?
Gobbling up biscuits.
I don't get it! Oh, Yo-Yo!
Daisy.
That's brilliant!
But I also want S.H.I.E.L.D. to suffer.
You've made that clear.
Fitz.
He's like, yeah, I'm tired of you hearing that.
Especially Fitz.
This is so cool. Ada's just like, I'm not even gonna involve myself. She's just watching. Ah, she wasn't expecting that. Ooh, I wasn't expecting. What the fuck?
We're not like those machines anymore.
I think she left the Darkhold though. Oh, I like this logo that we're getting. It didn't say Hydra, it didn't say anything.
Fitz estimates between 12 and...
People too. The short answer is they were murdered by a vanishing banshee made of matter from another dimension.
You expect me to put that in
Cool! That is a very short and simple explanation, Coulson. Way to
There's
go.
not going to be a shield.
Outside of Dover.
He's still doing the key thing!
Dimensions, space, planets, it's all connected. Plenty of them qualify as hell.
That's kind of
It's just one territory in
interesting.
a war that's been going
That's
on
a
forever.
good explanation as
Can
to
you beat
how
Ada?
so many versions of
But what I do
hell
know is
or
the demon in me hates
the
that way
ideas
that
of it can
felt.
exist in the same
all
universe,
feel
like
like that.
Hella's
Why do you
domain.
have that? It was in the module with the
Dark.
LMD's Robbie just...
This reality. I believe you saw it too.
Listen to me. I don't want to have anything to do.
ready.
Great job, sweetheart. Oh, I wish everyone was as good at packing as you.
Hope!
Name?
No! So early on in the episode and I'm already about to like lose my shit, man!
Two.
Oh my gosh!
Simple, sweetheart. Let's go. Let's go.
Go! Go! Go!
Inhumans.
What kind of commie double cross is this? I assure you, S.H.I.E.L.D. has no such
Whoa.
program.
Hear me?
Talbot, that is not how you make
For the
friends.
solution.
What?
We'll flush them to you.
What just happened?
There's still a pulse.
Everybody out, now!
WTF BBQY! Oh my gosh. Talbot.
They'll be back for that.
Ada is legitimately scared of Robbie, and that is hilarious.
It's time for me to.
Why is Daisy always the bad guy? Oh, Robbie, no!
Robbie!
They make a cool team. Oh my gosh.
Come on!
Even Coulson's a fan.
Framework. This is her plan. She's won.
No, she hasn't. Okay, maybe today.
Okay,
But
how
like
many
you said,
times have you
part
been
of
the
a
bad
bigger
guy
war.
before,
This isn't
Daisy?
the
She
framework.
hasn't won.
We're awake,
You're
we're
cool.
unified, and frames it to stop her.
She's also terrified of Robbie. Soon as she saw his chain flame on, she teleported out.
Yeah, I noticed that
You still have-
too.
Maybe.
LMDs are probably waiting for us.
Maybe, but I'm tired of hiding. Let's take the fight back home.
And now we have Ghost Riders, so we have a higher chance of winning. Oh, is this the framework?
Isn't there
What
any
is
news
this?
about this?
Yeah.
Seems like all the stations have stopped transmitting. Wish I could get a couple of bars.
I'm just trying to keep my kids safe and get these people out of town. I don't have time.
You're right. There isn't any time. Look around you, Mark.
There is no town. The cake is a
You know
lie.
that. That's why I'm here.
He understands. He understands.
I thought maybe if you saw me, if you looked into my eyes, you would remember us. The life we have. The love.
That's impossible.
Fitz has found some way to stall our ultimate demise. At least for now.
I'm scared. What's gonna happen next?
Next,
Next, I'm gonna cry.
This is a terrible plan.
You know, Robot May was way more supportive.
Is she what happened to the Hague?
That again.
Oh my gosh.
You want to have that talk
He's
now?
picking
I want to have
favorites.
a talk, but maybe we should.
I'm here now. That's good.
This is so weird. It's like they have a romantic tension, but they've not. They haven't interacted. Oh
How long do
man.
they have?
We're in the server room, Daisy. You can begin.
Will he ever forgive you? Will he ever forgive himself for abandoning his daughter?
Radcliffe, don't make me think about shit like that. That just makes it sadder.
Reality.
Now I understand why humans have written so many sad songs.
Yeah. Hey, that's a great example. There are lots of ways to express sadness and
Fitz!
pain. There's music and art.
And smashing heads on the floor. That's the one I like the best. She'll remember.
Really, you're upset because this is all new.
Wow.
There's lots of feelings.
Instigator much?
That must be overwhelming.
Vengeance. It's hot and clean. And sharp like a knife.
Vengeance.
And my vengeance. Deal.
Deal. See you on the other side.
This would be so much better if I didn't know that Simmons is dying in this room.
Start again. I'm so sorry, Gemma.
I feel like shit right now. How could she say
In the book.
that? Oh my... I'm just... What? She's okay, right? She's okay?
Agent Coulson.
Darkhold powers? Okay. Not the real Gemma. Awesome! Yes! Oh man. I was so gonna cry.
You're trapped.
Woo!
Your weapon can't stop me.
What? Oh! The little face mask thing? Hey!
The back door now.
Oh no, not the face mask. He gave the spirit of vengeance to Coulson? Or, I guess, rather, the spirit of vengeance went with Coulson? Okay. And the award for grossest effects go to...
Now that door is the only way out.
Please, Mark. Everyone who cares about you is on the other side of that door.
The only person I care about is right here.
That's so sad.
The only person I care about is here too.
Great.
I want to be real. Please. Please.
No,
I can't. Oh my gosh.
I will
No.
never leave you.
I'm okay. My baby. My baby. dude. I'm sorry for squishing you. Oh my god, he's crying!
Mac.
This isn't okay. Are you sad too? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get you so worked
That was horrifying. I don't know
Oh,
how you
I'm
live with
so
it all the time.
sorry. Please
I'm
stop
just grateful
crying.
Ghost Rider kept its part of
Of a life I could have here. With you.
Shaggy, stop wiggling! This is my ship! Oh! It's so perfect. It's so perfect. Oh, dude, what? He just used his chain as a fucking sling ring! That is so cool!
I don't envy you.
What the hell is with their relationship? This is so weird.
Aida, the ALMDs, all the deaths.
Gemma's just like, not this shit again.
And
Together.
The
I
cinnamon
tried to
bun is
explain
back!
for everything. Not too long ago, I dyed my hair. I ran. You have nothing to apologize for.
Oh, he looks so
If
real.
there's a price to pay, we pay it together.
Shaggy.
Amen.
Are they all gonna hug him? Oh shit, I forgot Redcliffe is still in the framework and he's gonna die. Oh my god. That scene was so dramatic for me. What the fuck is this? Mac is like, man, at least let me get one more spoonful in.
Yep.
What the heck? Oh my gosh!
All right, Phil. Enough sightseeing. Get back to work.
That's so cool! He's in space! It ended. Okay, so this episode was just the icing on the cake to a phenomenal story pod. First and foremost, we got a lot of plot twists and just kind of surprises within the episode itself. So, you know, taking aside from everything we've seen so far, I mean, I legitimately thought Simmons was dead. I thought they were going to pull another bold move and kill another main character. I was about to, like, completely lose my shit and just break down bawling if that was the case. Thank goodness it wasn't. So I found that very interesting that they had, you know, tricked Aida in that sense. And then they tricked her again by giving the spirit of vengeance to Phil for a short while. I'm not sure necessarily what Phil's trade was, but I guess they'll touch more on that later. And could have something to do with him kind of cheating death once, or I'm not sure. But, man, that was really, really cool. Speaking of Ghost Rider, okay, when he did the chain thing to make the portal, that looked pretty much exactly like the thing from Doctor Strange, right? When they used the sling ring. Oh my gosh, that was so cool that they got that in there. And when he opened the portal, it looked like it was kind of snowy outside, so it could be that he is taking the Darkhold to Wong to put inside of the Ancient One's library, and that he could be taken into Camartage for that sense, because, you know, where else to put it in, you know, somewhere else that will be taken care of, especially by Wong, who we all know is, you know, caretaker of the Ancient One's library with all these, you know, forbidden books and stuff, magical books. It's just where it would go. So, that is so cool. I am so glad that everyone came out of this alive, I guess. And that we got Yo-Yo and Mac back together again, because, man, I was really scared. But that send-off that they gave Radcliffe was just heartbreaking for me, because we kind of grew to hate him at some point, because he was kind of, I guess, self-centered. He only had his own objectives in mind, even though he would preach wanting to advance humanity. And then he created the framework, and at the end it was that he went around rescuing everyone, and we grew to love him. I grew to love him, because it's like, man, you put aside your own wants and needs, and you didn't brood after Agnes had died. You just knew that Yo-Yo needed saving, and that the framework was ending, and he didn't complain. He just kind of took it. That's really admirable for me. I was not expecting General Talbot to get shot in the head at all, but we are back to where we were last season, 2 seasons ago, with Daisy on the run, and now everyone else on the run with her. So the only person that would be able to kind of mention that they're not the complete and total bad guys is in a coma. So gonna have to wait for that. But I loved this ending. So the ending with Coulson in space just gave me newfound hope for the next season, because that ending was actually very open. So what it felt to me like is that they weren't sure if the show was going to get renewed or not, and if it didn't get renewed, them being in space would be pretty much the perfect tie-in as to why they're there for Infinity War, or where they are during Infinity War. Because actually, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. wasn't renewed until like last week, so they didn't really know if they would have to give an ending that would continue it, or if they would have to give an ending that would kind of tie everything up. Because of this, I think that another interpretation to the ending and why he's in space and why he says he needs to get back to work is because they are going to introduce the next story pod to be Agents of S.W.O.R.D. And for those of you that don't know what S.W.O.R.D. is, it's a long explanation, and, you know, formation, Abigail Brand, whatever. But pretty much, it is S.H.I.E.L.D. in space. So it is a space defense force for extraterrestrial threats, which would explain involvement in Infinity Wars yet again. And also, if Coulson is there and they are now outcasts from S.H.I.E.L.D., maybe they can work with S.W.O.R.D. So I'm really excited for the next season, because now that they know that they got renewed, it's probably gonna be S.W.O.R.D. But, I mean, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Agents of S.W.O.R.D. That is going to be a very long and confusing title to say, and that is probably the only thing I'm not very excited for. But, yeah, it could be that they were going to show kind of a time-lapse thing, like how they did when Daisy had run away, and then in the beginning of the next series, we see that she is on the run in disguise, you know, as Quake, kind of doing her own thing. So I think that they also left it open for that as well to have kind of a time lapse as a possible continuation if they got renewed. So luckily they did get renewed, so we're gonna have plenty more epic episodes to come. Epic episodes. Lame. But I am so satisfied with this story pod. I hope we get to see more of Ghost Rider because it seems like, you know, him and Daisy are at least friends. And everyone else is pretty excited for their fight scenes too because, you know, Phil walked in and he said, "Aw, the two of you together, we missed it." Which I thought was really cute. So, yeah, they make a good team and it's kind of like they got a friend on the other side now. So, super excited for that. Definitely hope we get to see more of him. And, yeah. So, here we go. The wait begins after this episode. But they did a very good job of tying this up, I feel. But, yeah. For right now, that is all I got for you. So, thank you so much for liking and subscribing. Let me know what you thought about this episode in the comments. If you like, you can go ahead and check out my Patreon up there. You know, help support the show. Or just send me messages. Whatever you want to do. And I'll see you guys next time. So, bye! Hey there everyone! Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like what you saw, you could subscribe to my channel by clicking that circle button up there. Or you can check out some more of my videos along here. And I also got a Patreon set up that you can find by clicking that square button down there. And don't forget to tune into my live streams, where next I'll be trying a very special dish. Hobo a la carte.